Hey there, and thanks for listening to this episode of After Dark. Today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. You see, I used to run a channel called The Scary, Strange, and Outright Odd Show, and it's now kind of defunct. So I figured that I'd take some of the older episodes and upload them here. Hope you enjoy. Out in the deserts of Nevada lies a U.S. Air Force facility known as the Nevada Test and Training Range. It is part of the Edwards Air Force Base and is known for its secrecy, especially concerning test aircraft. However, there is an area of the testing center known for its strange sightings and occurrences that happen there. The armed guards are always on duty, and its code name is Area 51. On a bit of a different note, Art Bell was a radio host of the show Coast to Coast AM, which discussed strange mysteries and oddities, not unlike our own show. However, one caller made one of the most interesting moments in radio history by telling Art and all of his listeners about some experiences he had had concerning Area 51. Thank you for listening, and this is the Scary, Strange, and Outright Odd Show. While there is much speculation about what goes on in Area 51, nothing is quite known for sure. The most common theories have to do with the area being used for secret test aircraft and also being used for alien contact. While nothing is official, in 1997, the year in which yours truly was born, something crazy happened. A caller called in to Coast AM and called to have known what was going on inside Area 51. Take a listen.
Line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens, Art, they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
It's the government, or...
I don't know.
It has to be something, though.
So many questions arise after hearing that. Who was the mysterious caller? Was the caller being a fraud? Was it a government shutting down the station, or just a freak coincidence that the station shut down at the time in which the caller was calling? While those questions may never truly be answered, we can have some sort of closure. The caller called back an astounding 17 years later and made the claim that it was just a prank and that he did it just for a reaction. However, there is much speculation on this callback, and many claim that it isn't even the same caller. While there is much speculation to be had about the call, one of two things remains certain, at least in my mind. The first is that the caller genuinely saw and believes everything that he was calling about, or he is simply the best voice actor I've ever heard. What is strange and should be brought up is the fact that it took him 17 years to call back again and explain himself. While this whole ordeal remains unsolved, it's worth bringing up and speculating on. What are your thoughts? Was it a well-conceived hoax? Was it legitimate? Who was the strange man? And was the government really tracking him? You decide. Until next time, I'm your host, Joseph Jordan, and thank you for tuning in to the scary, strange, and outright odd show.